Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I think that you will agree with me that today we are living in a completely digital world. We are using IT applications on a daily basis, and if I was asking if any of you does not use either a computer or a laptop or a smartphone or a tablet, a digital tablet, I think I wouldn't get any answer, right? But have you ever asked yourself where this technology that we use really come from? Where this hardware and software has been designed and developed? Well, the answer is here. We have basically three big regions, which are North America, Western Europe, North Asia, and this is where we have all the big names. They are from there. Besides this, we have two countries, India and Israel, which are very strong in research and development with some specific expertise, custom software development for India, and very large activities in startup, high-tech startups in Israel. Now, I have been living in Southeast Asia for 20 years, and I have met many of my customers, partners, and whenever I met them, I asked them, is there any technology that is produced here, out of this region? And usually the answer that I was getting from them, except maybe for Singapore, but for the other countries, they were telling me, you know, here we are more like consumers, followers, we're not really innovators. And I tried to challenge that myself. And I did some research and I found a lot of very attractive and very interesting applications being produced here in the region. So the rest of my presentation, I will present you very briefly, this is going to be an overview, 5 applications that I consider top class, coming from 5 countries out of Southeast Asia: Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and China. So we're going to embark on a journey in Southeast Asia. Please fasten your seatbelt. It's starting now. Okay. Indonesia. Now, Indonesia is a country which is very much proud to natural disasters due to their very strong presence of volcanoes in this country. In fact, Indonesia has more volcanoes that, I'm talking about active volcanoes, than any other country in the world. So, this is a map, and actually it doesn't show all of them, only a few of them. But it has become, you know, since millions of people are living around the volcanoes, it has become a necessity for the authorities to protect the population from eruptions, volcanic eruptions. Now, the monitoring of volcanoes in Indonesia is not new at all. It started many centuries ago, even when the Dutch were ruling Indonesia. But right now, it is all under the supervision of the Center of Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation, which is located in Bandung, and which, with the help of the Institute of Technology, also located in Bandung. Right. So I want to talk about this. It's not really an application, it's more like a network. Right. Because every volcano is different. One technique using for monitoring volcanoes for one specific volcano may not be applicable to the other one. So they have to use several techniques. I'm not going to describe every of them, but I'm going to talk about one of them, which is the ground deformation, because I think that they came with something quite interesting. Ground deformation is about measuring the change of shape of a volcano, because when the pocket of magma, which is underneath the mountain, is going to expand or inflate, this is normally a warning sign that an eruption is going to happen. So what they did is they developed a kit which is very easy to install, quite low cost as well. It's basically you have a pole and they have attached a GPS receiver connected to a transmitter, radio transmitter, and all the time this equipment sends coordinates back to the base stations for being monitored. If you take, for instance, 2 of these markers, with the coordinates of 2 markers, you can calculate the distance between the 2 points, for instance, but they also study the movement of those markers in the 3 dimension. Okay, they have this Volcanology Institute have a website which is very rich in information, updated very frequently. They have 4 alerts level, and they display the list of all the volcanoes which are above level number 2. Right. Okay, so let's move to the next country, Singapore. Now, Singapore is a country which is well known to accept and implement and deploy new technologies very, very fast. There is a lot of activities. There are a lot of startups in this country. In fact, I could do my entire presentation on applications from Singapore, but I decided to present you one. Now, those of you who, like me, are frequent travelers, I'm sure that you have been experiencing the frustration of when you arrive in a new country, you land at the airport and you see the long immigration lines that you have to clear. You know you're going to waste time. In Singapore, they decided to use technology to make this much faster. So they have developed an immigration automated clearance system that provides the possibility of the passengers to clear immigration themselves. No more interaction with an immigration officer. First of all, this application is available, this system is available to Singapore citizens, permanent residents, and long-term pass holders, and it uses biometrics, fingerprint recognition. It was launched in 1997, and at that time it required a dedicated smart card for the biometrics to be recorded in. Right. So every user, to use this system, had to apply for a smart card. This changed when machine-readable and electronic passports became available, and they enhanced the system in 2006. Drop the smart card, all you need is your passport and your finger. So it works in 2 steps for a passenger to clear the immigration. First step will be the reading of the passport, and the second step will be to check the fingerprint. Make sure that this person is really the person that is on the passport. There is at no point any interaction with any immigration officer if everything works normally. Okay, so the next one is a demo that I have, which is going to explain you how it works. It is a very short demo. You may like to pay attention to the 2-step process, but this is going to be very fast. Okay, first step is the reading of the passport. Okay, first gate opens, and then the second step, passenger is going to have his fingerprint checked and gets the data in his passport. Okay, the second gate opens, that means that the passenger has been cleared. And that's all, right? If immigration could be like this everywhere, it would be heaven. So immigration authorities report that on an average, the whole process of clearing someone with this system takes less than 12 seconds. What's more is that this is evolving. There are several systems right now available in the world. For instance, Malaysia has a similar system. Hong Kong has developed a similar system. And they have announced some bilateral agreements recently between Singapore and Hong Kong. And what is going to happen is that they will reciprocate the service to each other. That means that a passenger from Hong Kong, for instance, who come into Singapore will be able to use the Singapore system to clear immigration automatically in the same way he would do at all. Likewise, there will be a passenger from Hong Kong who will be able to clear immigration in Singapore. A passenger from Singapore will be able to clear immigration from Hong Kong as well. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, that's Malaysia Grab Taxi. Now this is an application that has been described by some media like the Southeast Asia startup of the year. I think it was last year in year 2014. Basically what it does is that it allows passengers to book taxis in a very simple and automatic way. This has been, okay, this is a startup from Malaysia. It is now available in 6 countries: Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, Vietnam, and Indonesia. And the way it works is when you start the application, you will see a map, and the taxis will be on the map. They will be, the passenger, the person who wishes a taxi just have to click, he has to enter his destination, clicks next, and the system will be the same. It will call, automatically send an alert to drivers, and some driver will respond. It will assign a driver, and then exchange of data will happen between the passenger and the driver. This is very important for safety, right? For instance, telephone number and license plate number will be communicated to the passenger. Right. Okay, now I have another video that is going to explain you better how it works.
Booking a taxi, how much do you know? With Grab Taxi, you can. Know how many taxis around you. Tap once to know your fare. Tap again to book your taxi. Know what's happening to your booking. Know your driver and watch him move towards you. Know you are safe by letting others know. Lastly, let us know. Don't know? Now you know. Download Grab Taxi today.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. Okay. Thailand, and here we have an application developed by another startup. Basically, the way it works is that, take a city like Bangkok. It has thousands of restaurants, and these restaurants at times are very busy with customers. At other times, they are quite empty. So this is a system that will enable restaurant managers to offer significant discounts during off-peak hours to their customer, and it will also let them know. It is Thailand startup, available right now in Bangkok, Pattaya, and also Singapore. Online access, you can access it via a web browser or a dedicated tablet or app. For the customer, it's simple and free to use. For the restaurant, it has the flexibility to decide the amount of discount they want to give and the number of tables according to time, right? Okay, what I like to do, if technology allows me to work on this, okay, I would like to show you a small demo, and I'm not sure it's going to work. Just see. I have it here, but I don't have it here, so let me try to just change this. We have anything? Okay, we have it. Okay. So basically, when you're on the web page, you see this, okay? And here you have a list of restaurants. What you need to do is basically you pick up one. You see these discounts here. Let's take this one, okay, for instance. You see these discounts. They offer me, if I come to have dinner with them at 8 p.m., they will offer me 50% discount. So let's try to see what I have. Okay, and you see what is in the restaurant. If you have information on the left, okay, but what you have on the right is what you need to make your booking. Basically, I'm not going to do it because we don't have time, but you need to enter. Someone can do something about the sound. Okay, you need to enter the number of people, pick your time and the discount. Okay, the guest name. You enter the guest name, email address, phone number, you click OK, and the system will do the rest. What you're going to do is you're going to receive an SMS and an email, and all you have to do is to go to the restaurant and show your booking number. That's it. Okay. Very simple. Okay, let me get back to the presentation. Okay. Well, I'm back at the beginning, so excuse me for this. The last application that I want to talk about is really, it's one of my favorite applications. It is being developed, it's not Southeast Asia, China, but it's been developed by some people from China, and it is really something that is very innovative. So this is an instant and visual translator that works with 3 Asian languages as source language, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, and it will translate into English. It's based on OCR, optical character recognition. All you have to do is to point and translation appears. No internet connection is required. So let me see if I can show you something. Okay. Does it work? No, I have to do the same trick. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm just going to show you quickly how it works with imagine that you are in China. You are, it's dinner time. You decide to go to a restaurant, and when you are in the restaurant, they will bring you the menu. And this is what they will bring you. I'm trying to show you on the screen if it works. Okay. Basically, oh, why is it? It's upside down. I'll do something about this. I have no idea why this is. Okay, let's start again. Okay, I think this time it's better, but it said that it doesn't seem to be working. Let's try again. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to show you. Okay, you see it's almost instant. You just point and you have the immediate translation. Okay, so the light comes. Right. Very innovative and brilliant translation. I don't think I would go to China, travel to China or to Taiwan without this now. Okay, so let me wrap up now. Okay. Now, you still don't have the full screen. Okay. Okay, so I hope that with this brief presentation of application, I have convinced you that we are living now a paradigm shift from the old paradigm where the big powerhouse from the rest of the world were supplying technology to Southeast Asia. We are shifting into a new paradigm where Southeast Asia is starting to develop applications that will be used, of course, in Southeast Asia, but also elsewhere. So I'm going to conclude my presentation now with a note of encouragement to the young people that I can see here among the audience, and which I believe are students and possibly students in technology. You have now a fantastic opportunity to create the applications which will be used in the future all over the world. So don't let others do it. Take this opportunity and shape the world of tomorrow. Okay, this will conclude my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.